Hello, I'm still here. I'm John Hudson. I didn't actually work on the railway, but my mother and father did, so I have a story which involves them too. This is my mother Maud and my father James. Yes, terrible smoker. Fortunately, I didn't follow the habit.
You?
Me and John, yeah. I mean, I've got an album full of pictures, obviously.
Some good looking bloke, what happened?
Yeah. I'm looking on John's behalf, but I didn't actually expect to find all this information. I just found it interesting.
See how they got a sign across a stamp?
Oh, yes, yes. That's the wedding photograph of them getting married, yeah.
My mother worked on the restaurant cars in Swindon and in Bristol, and they met somewhere on the railway.
It's obviously not on Temple Meads. It's just him in his waiter's uniform doing something.
I reckon it is purely and simply by the chairs in there.
You think it's Temple Meads?
I reckon it's Temple Meads. My father was the head waiter on number 9 platform, and my mother came to Bristol to marry my father, and I, John, was born in 1935. Because he didn't go off to war, he was at home with me, so I learnt a lot about him, and I used to follow him around. My mother would send me up there, usually on a Friday afternoon. Probably sent me up there to get some free food. Quite literally, there was a war on and food was scarce. It was there I also met Mr. Churchill. Towards the end of the war, we seemed to, as an old man and a young boy, seemed to get on very well together. We didn't speak a lot, but we played this little game. We would point out people and decide whether we liked them or not without speaking. In fact, I very rarely spoke to the man at all. Not physically, not with words. We just had this way of speaking with our fingers. And I didn't know I was doing this until he sat down one day and started doing the same. And he kept on sort of over there. And I said, I don't like that fella. And he goes, oh yeah, that's right. And I would just make it up as I went along. But he was laughing all the time and he was happy. I suppose he probably liked me. And I certainly liked him. And we had various exchanges. Once I was there, Mr. Eisenhower tried to butt in, and he was more or less brushed aside because he was speaking to me. At the time, my father said, don't ever speak about this at all to anyone, which I didn't. It wasn't so long ago I had an operation in hospital, and I think one or two things came back to me that I'd forgotten about. I've never ever spoken about this till now.